Hi, I'm Kelly at Book and Paper Arts, and today I have a flip through of my latest altered book. I'm going to go throughout and talk about the techniques and elements that I've used in these pages. This book was commissioned by collector Gene Marcos in the States, and he was kind enough to encourage me to film it. If you like altered books, journal arts, vintage books, paper, and other ephemera, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and be sure and turn on the notifications, and you will have more of them in your life. This book is from 1841, and it started out as L'art de traiter avec Dieu, the art of dealing with God. And so it's just religious lessons, and it is in French, with beautiful tooled leather covers. These are the original marbled end papers. Here is baby St. John the Evangelist from a 19th century Welsh Bible. And I have cut him out and put him on a little fragment here of an old French astronomy magazine from 1830. Over here is an illustration from John Ruskin's The Seven Pillars of Architecture. And I've added a little guy sitting in there. Over here, I put down a background with some stencil work. And this is also from that astronomy magazine. Hey, what's that? Inside, over here, this is a pocket. And inside this pocket is a holy card that actually opened up like a little folder. So inside, I added one of my favorite quotes from Annie Dillard. The answer must be, I think, that beauty and grace are performed whether or not we will or sense them. The least we can do is try to be there. And here is a vintage postcard of a very dramatic nun. Between these layouts is a card that I got. It's printed on acetate, but I got this at a vintage postcard show in a lot of old postcards about churches. And it's got this rose window and stained glass windows. So you can see a little bit peeking through on either side of these layouts. This is a tag I made with some dictionary smalls of a crypt. And on it, I've added a little fragment of a 19th century rosary with hand-cut crystal beads and silver filigree caps. This layout started off on an asymmetrical border here. I've just rough torn of some handwritten text. And these are from Pilgrim's Progress, 1857. I got this in a book of illustrations of old church ruins here in Britain from 1805. And I love it so. I've just used some charcoal to pull out some of the lines and fill the page. This is another illustration by Ruskin. And on top of it, I've added, this is Mary of the Sacred Heart. And she is from a postcard from 1882. And I love how beautiful and lovely her expression is. And this is a tag This was actually from the letterhead of some church stationery. These two vintage postcards I turned into pockets. And here is another holy card that was a folder with a quote from Henry David Thoreau. And on this tag, I added a vintage religious medal. So that could be used as a bookmark. And this is a poem by Rilke from Love Poems to God. Here is a little triptych. Which is overseen by St. George, and I gave him some golden halo rays here. And that's made from some dry gouache. It's like a powder. Thank you again, Jean. If you have any questions or feedback, let me know in the comments below, please. And until next week, I hope everybody has a creative weekend.